Hello everybody, welcome or welcome back. I'm Aletta and today we are going to be doing the interior of the house. Finally, I know it's been so long. I did start the DLC a little bit ago, but I decided we're not going to do that this time. Not everyone has the DLC, so I thought that'd be okay. It was kind of holding me back from doing this video in the first place, so we're gonna just go in, be creative with walls and everything. But yeah, we're gonna be doing a spa today. Very exciting. Our house is by the rock garden, so I thought a spa made perfect sense. It's very tranquil, very serene around the house. So yeah, let's go decorate the inside. I'm very excited for y'all to see. So as you can see, I was using the interior of my house just to store items. Now we can finally store all of those in our house inventory. So we'll get rid of all these rugs and everything, all the things on the ceiling, and we'll be using some of those today, of course. But yeah, I thought today we would do it room by room, so I'm gonna edit all the clips together instead of me going back and forth so that there's less movement on the screen, because I don't want any of y'all to get motion sick if you're like me watching other people play games where they spin around. But yeah, this first room we are going to be doing a welcome room, of course, a little sign-in, check-in area. You can sit down, maybe a little waiting room, you know. And we're going to be using this nice mossy garden floor. I love this flooring so much. I wish we had the misty, rainy hydrangea wallpaper. I feel like it's called Misty something, maybe Misty Gardens. And yeah, that would be really nice. But instead we're going to use the one with windows everywhere, which... Wait, that doesn't really make sense because they connect to the other rooms that don't have windows. Don't think about it too much. It's Animal Crossing, it's fine. So what I like to do when I'm doing interiors is go through the catalog and pull a bunch of stuff out at once so that it's easier than going back and forth a bunch. And that way I just have all the items ready at my disposal. So yeah, there's our little seating area. We're actually gonna use the peach chair here. I should make a second one, but I don't. I'm not actually sure I have that recipe. I should, because the island fruit is peaches. But yeah, if you didn't know, this island is called Plum Lakes, so I feel like a spa makes sense with an island called that. Like water, spas have water. You see where I'm going, right? Oh my gosh, I just realized we could have did a little nail salon in one of the rooms. Oh my gosh, I've never done that before, but we do have the little nail items. Someone's done that. Can you tag me a photo on Instagram or something? That'd be so cool. I guess there's a lot of different things you could do. We could do a hair salon as well, but today we're going to be doing this room a little... I don't know if I want... Wait, should I spoil it for y'all? I don't know, maybe not, maybe not. We're gonna use this little guy to be the greeter. So cute. I actually never really use him on my island, so I thought that'd be cute. And of course the lucky cat. I love that item so much. Thank you, Gulliver. And I can't remember if I keep the hula girl that we got doing the beaches the other day. I did put her in the basement at one point, but I believe she didn't stay because I changed the room a little bit. Oh, gotta have the exit sign for safety there. And then we are going to do some antique console tables, but I'm gonna make them matching. And yeah, they'll just be little hallway tables so that I can add clutter. We gotta have all the clutter. And I'm trying to use that little Keroppi doll. I try to use it in every single room and we'll see where it ends up. But yeah, it's just such a unique item. You can see it's already gone from this room. And of course we have to add some music in game. But yeah, here is our welcome room all finished. We'll do a little spin at the end of each room so that you can see it in all its glory. Yeah, it's just very chill in here. Got lots of antiques up, kind of sets the tone for the rest of the build, I think. We also got our little Happy Home Paradise pictured there, even though we don't really utilize the DLC, but you know, that's okay. So the next room that we are doing is to the left, and it's just this little tiny room. And originally I was gonna make it a shower room, a bathroom kind of situation, I guess like a locker room really, like when you go to a gym or something. but we don't end up doing that. We're actually gonna make this a little cafe, kind of. Not really a full cafe, but I thought it'd be nice if there was a little place to sit, maybe socialize, so that the other rooms, you know, are more quiet rooms. But this room you can, you know, go in, grab a bite to eat, some coffee. But I wanted to leave some of this in because I did think it turned out cute at the end, but yeah, we're gonna change most of this. But we do keep the wallpaper and the brick flooring, so that's pretty fun. But yes, here is the room, and this is when I was starting to think, okay, maybe I should just change this room because this is just way too big to be a bathroom for a commercial space. So yeah, I don't know. I do love the Karopi rug though. We keep that there as well, and also that sink, we use that since I don't have that many kitchen sinks. But yes, I don't really have the footage of me making this the kitchen. I'm sorry, but we will do the finishing details together here. So yeah, we're using those wood tables against the wall as kind of like bench seating, and then we're using the froggy chair. Since I had 3, I thought I might as well use them. They're really cute, and this room has Karopis in it, so I thought that tied together really nicely. We're using lots of Sanrio items. Sometimes I forget that I have the option to do that, so I want to do that. They're so cute. The little cinnamon roll coffee station under the little boat tapestry is so cute. So we're doing that, and we're also gonna change that kitchen right there to just be a counter, so there's not actually a place in here to cook, but that's okay, because you know, really this isn't a full restaurant, you know. It's just like we were saying, it's a little chill place you can go. Maybe go with your friends, grab a little bite to eat, go in the steam room, you know, and then go thrifting somewhere on the island. Oh, that'd be a fun build too. See, the outside of the island, I really only have to do finishing touches. Get rid of the dig spots everywhere, pick up weeds, you know. I do have to decorate a little spot where I was trying to get hybrid flowers, but I think we're just gonna make do with what we have. I'm sorry, y'all. I just can't get I can't get 3 of them. It's very sad, I know. And I could ask my friend for them, but I don't want to. I want to get them myself, so I think we'll do that on our next island. But anyway, going on a little tangent there's that counter. We're using the items from Roost. So yeah, we got our fancy little coffee makers there, which we don't really need a stove for, I guess, because it kind of uses candles. But yeah, you can see I brought out the kitchen there so that I can make some pancakes and little cookies. I'm not sure where the pancakes come from. Let's just pretend they have a little thing to make them. I don't know. I try not to take it too seriously. I just want it to be cute and fun, because I always want things to be functional, but it's Animal Crossing, you know? Oh, and I used that picture as a mirror there. I thought that would be nice since I'm using the utility sink. And yeah, we'll do our little spin over here. We got some cute snacks, very nice, some very nice wall decor there. I used the KK pictures as decor in here since we have the phonograph record player kind of thing. Very cute. Of course, we had to have the Karopi snack and the pom-pom pudding there, and coffees, of course. And so the next room we are going into might look familiar. It is the back room. It is the one that I made my bedroom. So it's kind of cottagecore themed. We were taking all of that away, and we are going to be doing a spa room back here. And I say might look familiar because that is where we would go for the dream videos, like the random dream addresses. Very fun. Love doing those. But yeah, back here I was originally gonna do a little steam room kind of thing, but this is actually gonna be a masseuse room. You can go in here and get a massage, you know, very fancy. But yeah, we're gonna be using this fancy botanical wall tiles in here, and we're actually gonna change that so that there's 2 different tones of that, which I think is fun. And we're not gonna end up using this pebble flooring. I thought that would be good for steam room kind of thing, but that doesn't really make sense for a masseuse room. You wouldn't want to be stepping on that with your bare feet. Ow. But yeah, I just wanted to leave in my original thoughts in case you like those, I don't know, just for inspiration. But yes, there we go. We got different colored wall tiles there. Just to switch it up a bit. And I was gonna use the outdoor bath as well. I was trying to think for that, but we actually use that in a different room, don't worry. And there is one outside in front of the house by the rock garden too. So there you go, there's an outdoor spring out there. But yeah, this is what gave me the idea for a little massage room, is these simple beds here, right next to each other. I thought that was a good little use of those beds. I thought it'd be really cute. So we take away those gravel carpets and I just take out a couple of items I think would work in here. And we do end up using the rosewood flooring with some rugs that look like a deck, I think they're called, just to break up the space a little bit. Yes, wooden deck rug. Also, I put little slippers on that little entryway table thing. And yeah, the slippers look pretty similar, but they're different. One of them is the DAL slippers from the dodo bird, so we do that. Oh, and then we're doing a quick shopping spree over here. I buy almost everything in the shop apparently. And we get another botanical tile, which is good. We're gonna use that in this room actually. But yes, back to this room here. I grabbed some stuff from the mailbox. Like I said, this is all pieced together. So I did time travel a little bit between these days, or there were actually days between this in real life. I didn't do this all in one sitting. It took me a while. I'm very particular, so things take me a little bit longer. But that's fine. I like playing games slower than other people. But yes, there we go. We're gonna put some things on the wall there. Very cute. Little clock I thought would make sense so that you can keep track of how long your session is, or at least the masseuses can. Is that how you say it? That in plural form? I don't know. And then I thought that little curtain we just bought would be cute in here, but we don't end up using that here actually. Yes, how cute is those tiles mixed together? I love it. I feel like the wall in the back being a bit lighter just makes the space feel a lot brighter, which is nice. But wait, maybe I should have made this room dark. Oh yep, but there's a little time jump. I tend to do final touches off camera sometimes. I'm sorry about that. I just added a little shelf on the back, and oh, I did make the room dark and nice and cozy, so there you go. But yeah, we'll do a little spin here. Very, very cute. I tried to make everything kind of match, and we also use that Nooks rug right there. I think that's a Pocket Camp rug you can get. I'm not sure how you would link those anymore to your Nintendo account since Pocket Camp isn't free anymore. And then I thought that Anthurium plant looked funny just on the ground, so I just put it on a sleek table, I think is what the one we pick. Cool, the cool table. Go up, go up. Nope, that, no, yes, cool side table, there we go. And then this room is complete, and I also added Fang's portrait right there. I thought that'd be cute. I had that in my inventory for some reason. I'm sure my friend gave it to me because they love Fang, so I'm sure they had an extra one. But yes, the next room we are doing was my makeshift kitchen for a little bit, and that is the one to the right when you go in, the small room. And this is going to be our little steam room where we put the outdoor bath. Very, very cute. And I'm trying to use these rugs, but I only have 8 of them instead of 9, so I had to get creative and put 2 different ones down. I guess I could have did 1, but I decided to do 2. And yeah, we used that mossy brick wall and the cloud flooring that we got from Saharah, which I am so surprised I got that from Saharah. Honestly, I really, really wanted the cloud flooring, so when we got that, I was so happy, and that should be in the video somewhere. I wonder if it somehow got added after this, but I did put those little hedge standees out to look like little clouds, but then I was like, wait, that kind of defeats the purpose of it looking like steam, so we will take those away later and just use these little tiles in the front instead of the cobblestone. And I took away the cloud flooring just to decorate a little bit. It was getting a bit distracting for me. And of course we add the little changing station there, and then some Moroccan lights up there, very very cute. And some pink accents around. I feel like the cherry blossom stuff is very tranquil as well. Oh, and then I put a little gyroid on the wall to make it look like maybe it's in the little spring there, the outdoor bath, or indoor bath I guess. Oh, and then we add the little coat rack there so that you can put your jackets there and everything. And I was gonna put that little locker there, but I decided it wasn't as aesthetic, so we took it away. And then there's the little pan flute there. I'm not sure who left it there, but you know, it's fine. And then some rattan furniture because that is weatherproof. And then I'm also gonna add some clutter up there, a little rubber ducky, and then oh yes, this is where we finally get the little doll, the Keroppi doll, to go. Very nice. I feel like it kind of has the energy we need in this room, you know? But then, yes, we add some more slippers around. But yes, we're doing a little spin here. Very cute. I like how this room turned out a lot, actually. I do wish it was darker. I mean, I could take the lights away, but I really think it's just because of the cloud flooring. It just makes it so bright. But yeah, I like how it turned out though. I think it's very cute, very cool, very spa. But yeah, now we are going to be doing the basement, and this room is going to completely change, do 180. So at first I was going to do a little arcade room, which I actually really like how it turned out. I thought it was really cool. It'd be a little fun gimmick if you went in the basement during the dream address. If you were visiting and then you were like, wait, what the heck, there's a random arcade down here. But I was like, you know what, I want there to be an apartment, so we are gonna actually take this away, make it an apartment, which is why I cut most of the building out of there. But I think this looks really cool with the little Mario coins. Kind of looks like you would win those prizes, maybe get some tickets, and you can get those little stuffed animals. And then there's the hula doll that I was talking about earlier. But yeah, look at how cool this place looks at night. Oh my gosh, or I guess with no lights. And then of course the mirror ball, disco ball. But yeah, we're gonna take all that away, unfortunately. I'm sorry, y'all. Oh, here is where I put the Saharah thing. That is so random. I should probably put it back where it would make sense, but I'm gonna leave it here because I think that's funny. But yeah, she gave us the cloud flooring, which was so cool. I don't even think I know it at this point yet, because I wanted to look at all of them with y'all. Excited, let's go. So yes, I know we have the blue kitchen mats because I had to buy a couple of those, and then here's where I see we got the cloud flooring, and I was so excited. Like, what are the chances of that? Thank you, Saharah. And then also we got the mush rug, which I end up using, and we got the mossy garden wall, which you already know we use, so that's pretty cool that we got that as well. The bank vault wall, not so much. I think we do use this daisy meadow though, in this room. Spoiler alert. But yeah, let's jump back to the basement. I know I said there'd be no jumping around, but there's a lot less because I'm keeping the rooms kind of in the same, so I'm sorry about that. But yes, I did a 180 on the basement, and doing the layout took me so long, so I just decided to figure out the layout on my own, and then I was like, oh my gosh, I started decorating without hitting record, so I'm sorry about that. But we're gonna use this pink tile flooring, which is very busy, so I'm gonna try and cover it in rugs, because we don't have partition walls like the solid ones, so I use bookshelves and then the wooden partition walls to kind of make different rooms down here to make it look like a little apartment kind of. So yeah, a little bathroom, kitchen, living, dining, and little bedroom. So yeah, I actually really like this room. I feel like it makes sense, you know, our player has to have somewhere to live. Yes, picking out the rugs took me forever. And I even was like, maybe I should just pick a different tile. Like this terracotta one is really cute. Wait, maybe I actually do pick the terracotta one. Wait, I think I do actually. That's cute too though, that's cute. But yeah, I wanted to do tile for the kitchen and the bathroom because the rugs didn't really line up correctly in the bathroom behind the bookshelves. So I thought that would make sense. Also, it's a basement, you know, It was probably renovated. That's why there's not actual walls for the bathroom, you know, like not a lot of people are going to be coming down here, hopefully. Hopefully there's a lock or a door between here and the entry room for the spa. I don't know. And this cinnamon rug is adorable, but the space it takes up is kind of weird. It's like those items like the wells and then the cherry blossom branches. It just takes up more space than you'd think it would, so I don't end up using it. Just wasn't covering enough of the floor that I wanted it to, unfortunately. But it is really, really cute. Yes, there is where we're using the mushroom rug in that little hallway, and then we're going to use the Hello Kitty rug without making it look too out of place. But yeah, we kind of use rugs to separate the spaces there as well. And now that the layout is kind of figured out with the rugs and everything, I decided to put a cat tower there instead of a plant. I thought that since it was white, it kind of blends into those wooden partitions better. And now we're going to start cluttering a bit more. So yeah, now in my head there is a cat in this room, maybe also a dog, since we have pom-pomper and stuff around as well. And I thought a fan would make sense since you don't want the books getting moldy or anything. I'm thinking that the paint on the bookshelves, though, you know, is waterproof, of course. And yeah, I don't know if you can see in the shower, I put the little womboid there because it looks like it's washing its hair. So you actually can't really get to the shower or the toilet, but that's okay. It's fine. Doesn't actually have to be functional, you know. And then we put on bubblegum KK for the vibes. Very, very cute. But I could not stand the sound of that mini fan, so I take that away. I'm not sure if I put the big fan back, but I feel like it would make sense in a basement with plumbing to have a fan. We'll see. I'm not sure what I do. I should remember, because at this point it was yesterday that I did this, but I don't know, y'all. Lots of tiny decisions here. Oh, and then I put the mom's plushie Bedford. That's my favorite one. It looks like a lion facing the bookshelves. That was kind of an accident, but it looks like it's browsing the books. Isn't that so cute? Oh my gosh. And then I'm just adding some more wall decor there. And yeah, those little starry lights. That would be cute by the bed. Some night lights, kind of. And we have a desk at the end of the bed, kind of separating that from the living room. And then also a little workspace there, doubling as a workspace. Maybe they bring paperwork downstairs on their off hours, you know. And I honestly love how this room came out. It is probably, I don't know, is it my favorite room in the house? It might be, just because of all of the pink and the stuffed animals everywhere. It's really cute. I also use pom-pomper and chairs at the dining table. But yeah, let's do a little look at everything here. Take out the camera and do a little spin. Yeah, here you can see the thwomboid in the bathroom. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I've never noticed how he kind of looks like he's washing his hair. But yeah, you can see the little hallway I'm standing in there with the bookshelves, and then the wooden partition to the right. Then you go over to the kitchen here and get a closer look at that as well. And then you can see we used the ranch series, and that ranch cupboard is a wooden fridge in my head. Just so you know, there is a fridge, and you can cook down here. So maybe she cooks the pancakes and brings them upstairs to the cafe. Yes, that's gonna be canon in my head. It is now. And we also have a little Arfoid in the little pet bed by the TV. I don't know if you saw that, but I thought that'd be cute. So I guess she has a dog and a cat. I don't know. But yes, the last room we're doing is the attic space, which actually, since we got that metal flooring, it's going to be a rooftop terrace kind of thing. Originally this was going to be the player's apartment, but we don't end up doing that, obviously. Oh, but quickly I got sidetracked here. I was selling a bunch of stuff from my inventory since I know we're almost done with the island, and I wanted that piano. I don't think I put it anywhere, but I guess we can put it outside during final touches of the island. But I had to show you. I went in here for a flimsy axe because I needed to farm some wood, but there was finally finally a pink balloon. We have been searching for a pink balloon since the first beach video here, since there was a birthday party on the lower left side of the island. And I finally found one, so don't worry, I went and put that around the party area, and I also dropped one so that when the dream address is uploaded, y'all can carry around a pink balloon if you'd like. So yeah, very exciting. But yeah, here we are doing the rooftop terrace. Yes, daisy meadow flooring, and you can see I grabbed the pool, and yeah, we're gonna have a little pool hot tub situation. I was like, this doesn't make sense in an attic to have a full pool, but a rooftop terrace though, I feel like that could support a pool for some reason, you know. But then I went to go visit Saharah on Harv's Island, and she actually did have some brick flooring, so that was good. I got 9 of those rugs so that we can use them under the pool area. So we're gonna do that real quick here, and then that way it kind of separates the grass from the deck, you know. Makes sense, makes sense. And then we're also gonna use this wall with the fence, which I don't know, it wouldn't be my first choice, but it does make sense that there's a fence so that no one falls over, hopefully, you know. So yeah, and then the accent wall we are going to use on the stairs to be a brick wall so that it looks like maybe you come out of a building on top of a roof, like apartment buildings in the city. I don't know y'all. But yes, we're using the gray brick flooring there, and I can't believe how good that works. It is so perfect. And it has been a while since I used this pool item. I actually have seen people use the pool item as a hot tub and they make their own giant pools with custom designs, so that's an idea. But I definitely do not have room in my design cabinet, we'll call it, for any extra designs. I think I have one left so that I can make an island flag, which is still not done. So any suggestions? Otherwise I'm just gonna put plum legs. just the words. But I love how the backyard wallpaper has the clouds moving. I think that is beautiful. And then we're gonna use the plant partition up here just because I thought the line looked weird between the brick and the grass. So that helps break it up a little bit. I did order on Look Shopping another plant partition so that we can put a second one there. And we almost did a little tree up here, but then I decided I wanted more room for those little pool loungers because I also bought a second pool lounger on Look Shopping at the same time. It's the plant partition, so we're going to add that as well in a minute here. And then I thought I had to add this cooler from CJ, and then a little telescope, the little floaty there. You know, just kind of tell a story of who is hanging out up here. And I guess this wouldn't be a quiet room either, like the cafe as well. So maybe this is over the cafe, so then the other rooms aren't disturbed by noise above them, you know? Yes, this makes sense. This makes sense to me. Does it make sense to you? I don't know. But yes, we got that little umbrella out from the festival. Very cute, very cute. I'm gonna put that between the two loungers. And of course we have a little table in the corner. Ah yes, I went to the next day. There is our other partition. How cute is that little inflatable? It takes up the whole pool almost. Oh, quick question before the video ends. Did any of y'all get a Switch 2? Because I probably won't unless they release a Animal Crossing game on it. I'm not gonna lie. But also the Mario Kart looks super fun. So I don't know. I'm trying not to get spoilers on the Mario Kart so that I can play it with y'all for the first time. But yeah, it's really hard because it's really cute. I saw they have dry bones though, which I'm very excited about. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting sidetracked. I used the little ranch chairs there with the covered table. I think that is very cute. And yeah, there we got the little pool loungers, and I faced it away from the pool so that they can get some tanning in there. And then we have a little gnome looking out of the telescope. I like to do that because it looks like it's holding it almost. Then I thought it was quiet, so I put a little radio. I thought a radio would make sense. Some people bring little speakers to the pool, and that's kind of the same size as a speaker. But yeah, we are basically done with this room, so we are gonna do our little spin and take a look at it. Ooh, look how cool it looks at night. Oh my gosh. But yes, here is the finished room. We also got a little boba tea on the ground next to one of the loungers. Very cute. A little bunny statue over there, which in my head is a real bunny that somehow got on the roof. Yeah, let me know which room is y'all's favorite. I think mine is the apartment, ironically, not part of the spa, of course. But if I had to pick a favorite spa room, I don't know. Maybe the steam room, I suppose. But yeah, I really like how the rooms turned out. I hope that y'all do as well. If you liked this video, please hit like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it. And yeah, let me know anything you'd like to see on the island, because I think the last video is going to be final touches and then we will do the tour. So that is very exciting. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I hope that y'all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you in the next one. Bye everybody!